series. We have now landed on Iran, and they will be forming an empire, spreading across every. I know, but Iran will be buff for this video because, and NATO, UN, all that, CSTO wouldn't be expanded. I don't know why I have to explain this every episode. It's kind of getting repetitive. But Iran, if they wanted to expand, it would be really tough. The only open areas they have is Turkmenistan and Iraq. Even then, Iraq, I think, has American troops here. So they really only have Turkmenistan to expand up to. I'm not too sure how much Russia would like that. In all reality, I don't think they'll give a crap. But, just so Iran, no involvement will happen. So you have Iran declaring war on Iraq. What I like to think is, basically there's a mini Iran, but, they're not really. By the way, I will be giving some more countries empires in the future. By the time you're seeing this, I've done Russia, so that video will be coming out soon. The USA is soon. I'm promising it will be out soon. You just gotta wait. I'm also doing Egypt, South Africa, Australia, and Greece soon. China will have to wait, okay? And I'm also planning on South Korea and Japan. So Iraq, they're not very strong. Iran begins their invasion of Iraq, and they show no mercy. Iraq is not a strong country. So, we have Iranian troops mostly just kind of going through Iraq. Now, it is safe to know that Turkey will most likely get involved, but for Iran, they won't be getting involved. So, Iran, they're destroying Iraq. Baghdad is captured, and this is going to lead to really the collapse. We have Iran kind of going on this river, which I don't know the name of, and they capture Mosul, I think that's the name of the city, and at this point, Iraq is kind of just done. It's really just, the military has already lost all its morale. With Baghdad and Mosul gone, there's really no hope. So we have Iraq surrendering over to Iran, and let's take a look at this peace treaty. And just like that, Iran is fully annexing Iraq. Maybe not one of the smartest moves, but they're doing it because, in all reality, Iran is surrounded by enemies, literally all around them. So now we have Iran going over to Syria, kind of mowing down some of the rebels. And, it kind of leads to the unification between Iran and Syria. And at this point, Iran has already formed a pretty sizable empire. But, Iran is not done with their expansion, obviously. At this point, Turkey and Saudi Arabia are getting a bit fed up of Iran, and especially when Iran invades Israel. Especially when Iran invades Lebanon. This is going to make some problems with Israel. And, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, and Israel are kind of getting fed up of Iran. As well as Azerbaijan, but that's just a maybe. Now we have Iran moving their focus towards the middle. Now everyone focusing their attention onto Central Asia, and to be honest, if I'm being honest, most people see Central Asia like this. So yeah, all these stands, not including the part just goes in Afghanistan, China, and Russia, but Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, and Turkmenistan. But to me, Central Asia is all of this. Pakistan and Afghanistan, I see that as Central Asia, and I might even count China in there. I don't know, it's how you see it. I actually recognise 198 countries. Confirming that now. No, shut up, it's not Western Sahara, not Transnistria, it's Nui. Figure it out for yourself. Turkmenistan is... what? Okay, so Iran's going to declare war on Turkmenistan, and Turkmenistan is going to crap their pants. Iran has just declared war on Turkmenistan, war on Iraq is going to... well, Turkmenistan's even weaker than Iraq. I don't even know. So, So they lose Ashgabat, and Iran kind of realizes that Turkmenistan's a desert, so we have them focusing on the coast. Is this the coast? This is mostly just the Caspian Sea. After they take over that, Turkmenistan's going to surrender. Although, this is the lag map, so I can't exactly colour it in. Let's take a look at this peace treaty. And just like that, Turkmenistan is now Iranian. So, Iran is now expanding rapidly. And we have Israel, Turkey, and Saudi Arabia not... Oh, why is everyone back? You should be part of Iran. But we do have some Middle Eastern countries realizing that this is not good. As Iran is continuously expanding. But, yeah, the last straw is gonna come once Iran... Why is Iran not red? But anyway, we have Iran declaring war on Turkey, and this is the breaking point for, well, Saudi Arabia. Via Iran declares war on Turkey, we have Saudi Arabia declaring war on Iran. And we have Azerbaijan coming to the aid of Turkey because, well, I don't think I have to explain it, do I? So Iran's got themselves a bit of a handful right here. Feist should be blue. Anyway, this is going to be a bit of a handful for Iran, but they can handle it. They're an empire. So obviously the main country they'll focus on is Turkey, and we have them invading the Kurdistan part first. Weird. That would not normally be easy to invade. So Kurdistan, which is very rebellious, is going to start to kind of rebel against Turkey, although I doubt it would rebel in real life, because that would be painful. So we have Iran absolutely just cutting through Turkey, although this is the less important areas of Turkey. So Iran's doing well because Turkey is not mobilized. Once they are, I can imagine they're going to do very well. Saudi Arabia on the other hand, they kind of are by themselves. Well, I guess everyone was by themselves. But they're going to begin their invasion of Iraq, and they were hoping that the people here would be rebellious, but Iraq hates Saudi Arabia. In reality, doesn't Iraq just hate all their neighbours? So we have Saudi Arabia doing extremely well against Iran. And somehow, in some odd way, Azerbaijan is able to invade Iran. I don't even think that's real. But immediately, Iran's going to send troops over to Azerbaijan to deal with that mess. And they're sending troops down to Saudi Arabia. Those troops arrive and Azerbaijan is screwed. I'm just going to read it. There's no chance. So we have Azerbaijan losing their coast, but they do still hold up. They barely... they're barely going to stand up. They lost Baku, so... But anyway, we have Iran continuing to invade through Turkey until not, as Turkey's going to push back right in Kurdistan. Why are they still going to push back in Kurdistan? Who knows? But they're struggling down here, as this is not Kurdistan, so yeah. The Iranian troops here are just kind of doing whatever they want. And at this point, the Turkish army is starting to get pushed back, like, heavily. Iranian troops are finally going to arrive down here in Saudi Arabia, and they're going to try to fight back as much as they can. They're going to push back Saudi Arabia nearly all the way, but Saudi Arabia is going to put up a defense right here, so, Iran can't get in. And at this point, Azerbaijan is, well, let's just say they're not doing so well. They lose all morale, their troops start to just not like this war, and eventually Azerbaijan will capitulate. And Turkey looks like they might be on the same path if they don't get their troops out of Kurdistan. Obviously, there's troops protecting Ankara, but Iran is slowly but surely approaching to that city. We have Iran attempting an encirclement of a lot of Turkish troops, and this goes extremely well. This shouldn't be going well, because Turkey's the 11th strongest country. But Turkey's using more than Saudi Arabia. Now we have the beginning of the push to Ankara starting. As this is going to be probably the most toughest part about Iran's invasion yet. By the way, all the troops here, they're going to die. There's no chance. All the troops here are going to be completely wiped off the face of the earth. And Iran's going to get their way up there. Down here in Saudi Arabia, Iran is starting to do... Well, they're not doing that well, because Saudi Arabia is actually being the smart one here instead of what Turkey's doing. So we have them pushing back to the border, except from the Iran can't push in, because Saudi Arabia's on the fence. Back in Turkey, it's not even looking good. We have a stalemate approaching, which lasts for like a few months, until Iran just finds the gateway and just takes over Ankara. At this point, Turkey's on the brink of collapsing. We have Iran shooting over and capturing Istanbul. You could not do that in real life, but shut up. At this point, Turkey is just going to collapse. We have them losing all of this land, which was encircled after the loss of Ankara. And eventually, their mainland is completely lost. So Turkey's going to surrender, which just leaves Saudi Arabia. And now there's a lot of Iranian troops walking down here. Looking into the future, we can see Iran has captured a good chunk of Saudi Arabia, and we have them both coming to agreement to sign a peace treaty, which is going to look something. So, on the peace treaty, Iran is becoming huge, and they look like an octopus with all these, well, expansions they've done. So, beginning with the most obvious one, Azerbaijan was fully annexed. Turkey lost a big chunk of land, but nothing too serious. Saudi Arabia, probably the most hurt country actually, they lost a lot of their coast. Most of it was desert, but I think they even lost a yard. That's gonna hurt. Oh, okay, great, that doesn't happen very often. Quickly, Iran's just gonna do a quick annexation of Kuwait. And we have them going over to Jordan and sending a ultimatum, although I very doubt it, probably a demand, of the Jordan Panhandle. It's a panhandle? I don't think it is a panhandle. But they kind of just demand it, and honestly, Jordan doesn't exactly have a choice. It's do or die, and they're going to pick do. And just like that, Iran has taken over this Panhandle thing, and Iran is done with their empire. So, that's going to be it for this empire video, and, yep, I mean, this series is it's not doing as good as they want it to be. The Alternative Future series is doing well. Saying that as of now, I've finished recording it. I finished recording the last episode. You're seeing this today, but as of now, you only have seen 13 parts of Alternative Future of the World, which is now on episode 20. So I completed the series. I'm not spoiling anything, because that would be horrible. You guys can figure that out for yourself. I'm not spoiling anything. But right now, the Empire series is doing alright. It's not doing as good as I thought it would be doing. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.